Mon Landes, Amrop Carmichael Fisher, bringing you My Career in Six, an opportunity to start your day with inspirational female leaders. And today I welcome Bianca Bates, Chief Client Officer and Deputy CEO with Cuscal. Bianca, welcome. Would you offer a few words of introduction?
Hi, Mon. Thank you for having me as part of this program. Really excited to share my insights with everyone today.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And we're really looking to gain your insights around your career journey. So I might start with a few rapid fire questions, looking for 1 or 2 word answers. And then from there, we can delve a little further. So let me start with who or what inspires you?
A challenge.
I love that. Do you attribute your success to luck or hard work?
Absolutely hard work.
I have to agree. Bianca, what propels you forward?
I would say equal parts optimism and determination.
Okay, I agree with that completely. Favorite quote or motto that you live by?
Yeah, this is one from my family. An eccentric aunt always says, darling, if something's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. Now, I tone it down a bit because I'm not eccentric. Mine is, if something's worth doing, it's worth doing properly.
I agree with that as well. Bianca, when applying for a new opportunity, and that could be internal and or external, what percentage of attributes do you feel that you need to offer deep experience in order to be confident in your application?
Yeah, I think if you've got half of the attributes, you should go for it. I personally get very stressed about that other half, though. I would like to tick all of the boxes, but I would encourage everyone, and I've done it myself, if you've got half, go for it.
You're making us brave. Thank you. And coolest payments company today?
Oh, this is a tough one. This is like picking your favorite child, which I would never do. We partner with a number of really cool payments partners, and they are, the likes of Square, Split, Assembly, Maneuver, Paper Plane, Zeller. So I'm not going to pick one, and I'm going to stick with Cuscal. We're pretty cool.
I'll let you get away with that. Now to delve, can I ask you, what's been your greatest challenge career-wise?
Yeah, that's an easy one, but a really tough one. Leading teams through the rapid pace of change that's happening in the payment space. In the last 7 years that I've been at Cuscal, we have launched MPP for 50% of the participants in Australia. We've rolled out all of the pays for many of our clients day one, which was a world first. We've also issued the first digitally issued card in Australia. Now we're working on open banking and pay to for many of our clients. So they're huge programs of work, and keeping teams engaged and working on those innovations in a really constant pace is a real challenge.
As you said, that's just a huge programs of work. Tell me, on the other side of that, what would you say has been your greatest accomplishment?
Yeah, so when I started at Cuscal 7 years ago, I was the General Counsel and Company Secretary, having had a strong legal background. I never would have imagined I would be the Deputy CEO of Cuscal within 7 years. So that's been a really big accomplishment, which has been achieved through hard work, and also my desire to learn and grow and take on new opportunities. So I would say that's probably my proudest accomplishment.
You were giving us some great advice today. Thank you. If there's one thing you could have done differently, what would that have been? And then leading on from that, what advice would you have for aspiring women professionals within this industry?
Like everyone, BAU, normal work is really busy. And I have more often than not deprioritized networking and fostering relationships, both friendships and work networks. And so I think that in hindsight, I would spend more time in prioritizing that. And my advice to people would be to prioritize that over necessarily just BAU work.
It's so interesting because I think having organisations like Women in Payments, where you can really look to network, collaborate, promote and learn from, for me has been huge. So completely agree. I ask, Bianca, what have you done to bring others along on the journey?
Yeah, so recognizing talent within your organization, and that can be within your team, within other teams, really understanding what people want to develop their career, and, especially with superstars, bringing them on their journey is essential. And it's a simple one, but I think it's really important.
And then lastly, as a senior female leader, how have you helped shape the culture of your business, and how open has Cuscal been to this?
So I would say two main things. The first is formalising our diversity and inclusion program at Cuscal, where we're really focused on the data and the numbers around diversity, but also really focused on the inclusion piece as a formal program of work. And the second thing is turning a fear of failure into a love of learning. And I'm really passionate about this, because if you really want to be an innovative organisation, you have to have that in place. People have to accept that things won't always go right, and that's okay, so long as you're learning from your mistakes and your failures and turning them into something really, really important in the future.
I love that. Fear of failure to love of learning. You've taught me something today. Bianca, thank you for sharing your words of wisdom and pearls of wisdom. Really appreciate your time today.
Thanks, Mon.